Peace, people. This is your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live and direct, better than any other can. Back with another segment. Yes, we live at the valley, or should I say, in the belly of the beast, here in Babylon. Another chaotic and evil times that we are in. Yes. So, of course, today, I gotta talk that talk. I gotta shed the light on the things that's being displayed in darkness, and it's beyond crazy. But as we as people walk into the valley of the shadow of death, we should fear no evil whatsoever from whoever, because we are protected. Our love and our trust is in the Almighty, who's up in heaven watching down on his children, drawing the lines and trying to see who's gonna be with him through it all. So I had to come out with this podcast today and name this podcast the Jim Crow 2.0. Here we go. Yes, that's exactly what's taking place. The Bible said there's nothing new under the sun, meaning anything that you see going on, been there before, and it will happen again. And 2021 is happening, my friends. Absolutely. So what you mean is happening again? What you mean by the Jim Crow laws? What you mean by that? For those that didn't know what the Jim Crow laws was, a brief definition: Jim Crow laws was a law that was in place in the South, especially after the so-called slaves were free. The Jim Crow laws was placed in the South that only allowed services and acceptance to people of their color. Basically, you couldn't go inside certain stores, certain restaurants. You couldn't go into movie theaters. You couldn't even go into hospitals without being a particular color. Now you fast forward to today. This is the same tactics that's being used right now, where brothers and sisters isn't allowed to go to certain places if they don't got the FOFO inside their body. So if you ain't FOFOfied, that's what we're gonna call it, FOFOfied, then you can't come inside. You understand? If you don't got the FOFOfied, then it's gonna be hard for you to analyze. That's basically the notion that these individuals is going. And this is where we at right now. No FOFO, no food. No FOFO, no movies. No FOFO, no school. No work. Yeah, it's getting to that point where there's no work. It's also going to get to the point where there's no food. There's no supermarket. There's no Walmart. There's no Amazon. Yeah. I find it strange how it went from, keeping a mask and getting your temperature checked and, social distance and follow protocols. It went from that to a nice, beautiful summer. It was a great summer where everybody was just outside, no mask on. Everybody was just living life and, congregating, building, having productive conversations. And then now we hit with these mandates all across the board. This is not just here in New York. We got it in Cali. We got it in Colorado, Ohio. Like, all of these mandates it's just storming the place. And now we hit with it. We went from having a good summer to getting prepared for the worst winter humanity has ever witnessed. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. When I knew when unemployment was going to end, I knew that's when they're gonna start unleashing their plans head on. So before school start, they're gonna make it mandatory because they're gonna approve a FOFO that statistically been proven that it doesn't work. Statistically been proven that it caused more damage than good. Statistically show that more people died from this joint alone than any other. Statistically. But they're going to approve it. You know why? Because they're approving makes it harder for you to say no to it. You just can't say no. Now it's gonna be either you take it or you lose it. So now teachers all across the board here in New York has been given a deadline. You got till the end of September to get that, you know what, the FOFO. I don't know if it's fully, or I don't know if it's fully, or if I don't know if it's just one dose. But who knows? Who knows what 2 weeks from now may present? You understand what I'm saying? Who knows? They know. But I do know that you can't fold. You gotta be bold. Heart gotta be cold. Gotta be prepared. Gotta be prepared. I also received news that they gonna start coming. For those that's not complying, they're gonna start coming. They're gonna start rallying our people. Does that sound like FEMA? The conspiracy theories it's really no longer a conspiracy now, huh? Oh, you know why you guys was thinking that? Because you've been so taken care of. And now the comfortability is being taken away. It's being jeopardized. Oh my jeez, wait, hold on, what's going on here? But these are things that's always been said. Everything that you see going on, we've been warned 15 years ago. We've been warned actually ever since after 9/11. We as people, whether it's myself, whether it's Caucasians that was on YouTube, on the radio, internet, they've been preaching, and then the knowledge been sent to me, and I've been preaching, and we've been telling you these things, and now it's in full-fledged motion right now. It's ongoing. But this is not the time to be scared. See, me telling you this is not to fear you. It's to awaken you. But not to awaken to what I'm saying, but to be awoken to the truth. Awoken to your heritage. Awoken to your protection. Awoken to your power source. And that power source is the God of Israel. Because the people that's in the ghettos, that's suffering, you God's children. By blood. Not by no religion, no conversion. There's none of that. You can't be a spiritual, none of that. This is a physical situation. A physical heritage. But you gotta denounce all these Babylonian teachings that we have been indoctrinated with, the lies. Christ said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." Here's the truth, and the truth is really what's your only outlet, your only resource in protection to what's going on and what's about to happen. If you don't understand, you will never be able to stand against the beast himself. History has shown that all good things come to an end. What goes up must come down. And this place that we living in is coming down, and it's coming down fast. It's coming down faster than people think. Yeah. And with this, and with these vax and unvax, enter and don't enter, you see the division. Christ said, "A nation that's divided can't stand." Another reason why you know this is coming down to the end time, as far as it's trickling down to it standing no more. We're already divided in every way, shape, or form. We're divided. Now, it started off with the masked and the unmasked. People were scared to be amongst each other, so everybody walk amongst each other and make sure that they mask cover their face if they walk by somebody that didn't have a mask. That's the psychological programming, military tactics that was taking place. And when I was saying this, people was just being naive, saying, "Oh no, that's not true. These things really exist." And I just say one thing. Okay. So let's say it did exist. Let's say if it really was something outside. So you're telling me something as powerful as this so-called virus can only affect adults, but that can't affect a newborn baby? A newborn baby is perfectly fine. But for an adult, you can get it. You got to make that make sense. An immune system that was just put on this earth, not even fully developed, not even had enough experience, meaning they have enough codes and certain things to combat the things of this earth. But the baby's just fine. Like literally just fine. To be in a room full of human beings, and everything be just fine. But here we are, as an adults. Oh my jeez, it's real. You gotta prove it. I haven't worn a mask, and the Lord knows how long. And I took the test, negative. You know why? Because it's a psychological thing. It's a psychological thing. If you open your TVs and you watching the FOFO over and over and over again, and then you get somebody sneeze on you, or your body is just fighting off something, automatically you're going to feel like, yo, I think I got it. Psychological people. Sometimes I just ask people to just use common sense. Use common sense, because once they get over your mind, then they could institute anything, and you're just gonna fall in line. Facts. Hence what you're seeing right now. This is Jim Crow 2.0, literally. Places in New York, in order to go inside, you gotta get the FOFO. If not, you could sit outside. You could sit outside like a dog and eat, and have people all in your face and watch you eat like animals. But this always been going on. I've been telling people this. And I'm just upset at like black restaurants who comply to the foolishness. Like I don't mind the Caucasian establishments. They gonna do whatever they feel like they want to do. But for colored people, for you to be like, nah, I'm following the mandates of New York. They called it the keys to New York. If you wanna experience all the good things, you gotta get the shot. Meanwhile, the shot is what's causing so much outbreaks, where the CDC himself, these people themselves are telling you, yeah, it's you guys. Because like I said before all this nonsense, it was their word against yours. Now you're actually putting the FOFO inside of you. And you're walking around, jolly, heads up high, prideful, like, yo, I'm fully FOFOfied. fully FOFOfied. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Sneezing, coughing, sharing blunts, having sexual contacts. All of these things is opening up these foo-foos to interject into anybody and everybody. Yeah, this is where we at now. And when we were saying, yo, nah, when Rasul Islam was there, whatever his name is, was saying no, say no, don't allow it, brothers and sisters were still rejecting it. Still saying, yeah, nah, it's good. The president said it's good. You still believe these people? Don't you know you in the belly of the beast? Don't you know where you at? You for real? Have we forgotten how we got here? Have we forgotten about the Jim Crows? Have we forgotten how these people used to literally imitate you and mock you? Remember the black faces? You know that was part of the Jim Crow? Now the black faces have been replaced with with the mask face. You know, gotta put a mask over your face. It's social engineering. This is where we at right now, people. Yeah. Now you can't say, oh, we reaching, oh, that's a reach. Nah. You just gotta de-breach. You gotta debunk what you seeing. You just gotta make it make sense. You gotta have critical thinking as human beings, as people with brains. You're supposed to let your brain work. Not let the brain work for you. You gotta make the brain work. It's a big difference. Being compliant to things, no matter what the circumstances is not you making your brain work. It's letting your brain work for you. Your brain is going to absorb anything that it sees and anything that it's exposed to. If it's exposed to the foolishness and you don't combat it or question it, guess what? You're going to be part of the foolishness, which is going to make you what? A fool. So when you put all that together, what you get? You get the lost sheep. You get dead souls. You get individuals that got no self-control, no self-understanding whatsoever. And it's only gonna get worse. Like I said, they FDA approved one, and the joint's called the Pfizer Biotech. Anything with the word bio and tech, we all know what that is. Yeah. Wake up, people. Yeah, wake up. We here now. We've been here. I've been telling you guys these things in preparation to be aware. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So now, the average person is going to be like, so what should we do? The first thing you should do is build your faith. Connect yourself with God. Read the Bible, pray more, fast, get accustomed to eating less. Yeah. Get accustomed to drinking water. Get accustomed to it. Secondly, the little bit of money that you have, you gotta stack it. You gotta stack it. You gotta buy goods. You gotta buy survival things. You gotta buy things to survive, and just see where this weather goes. I know it's hard. I know it's like, what? That's not, but that's the way. And I'm telling you this because this is what the scripture says. The scripture says, be as pilgrims, be ready to move. Don't be content. Don't think that, oh yeah, man, this is where, nah, be ready to move. Because that's the time that we in. You understand? These are the times that we in. We gotta get ready to move. We gotta be ready to go wherever we need to be when that time presents itself. I was just speaking to a sister. Shout out to Mama Love. She was, we was having a conversation. They giving ultimatums now. especially now that this joint been approved. It's like, yo, what's up? What you doing? You got till the 31st to make a decision. No FOFO, no food. No FOFO, no come through. No drive through, nothing. No FOFO, no work. No FOFO, can't come inside. This is where we going. I had another individual tell me that his lady's mom, so his mother-in-law, works for these rich Khazars. He gonna tell her, oh yeah, so you gotta get the joint. And he also gonna say, yo, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't put you on to the true vac to get, which is the so-called Johnson & Johnson. That's what was told. I'm just replying on what was told to me. And in my mind, and what I said was just like, yo, bro, it's a dub. It's a dub. To force people to take something, to make these necessary weekly visits, they doing these things intentionally. They wanted to make you feel so uncomfortable that you just gonna just get it over with and just comply and just do it and just get it out the way. No. I'm not doing it. That's a fact. Our family's not doing it. You know, I got enough assets where if push needs to be, I'm just not gonna just do it. I'm just not gonna just, I'm gonna fall back. I'm working on starting my own situation where you don't have to rely on these people. Our main objective to working in the first place is for two reasons: stack a little bit more bread and to gain the knowledge for the experience. That's all. When it's all said and done, the Father put me in a good situation where now I just gotta just sit back and just let it manifest. No more funds. No more fun and games, man. It's over for that. But as we walk into this valley, we can't fear no evil. Because Satan's power is fear and death. Can't fear that. And the reason why we scared of death is because we know we live in a wicked life. Our spirit knows that we doing things so wrong that God forbid that when we die, there's chances are you may not see the upper room. That's the reason why. That's why you get these notations. You only live once. Live it. Live your best life, because life is short. Life is never short, people. Life is only short when you don't keep these commandments. That's in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. Read it. It says, keep my commandments and live. You want a long life? Keep my commandments. That's a fact. Simple as day. Simple as day. But you're not going to understand that because there's a disconnect. But this is what the Repent or Die podcast is for. It's to merge the distance between us and the Father. You got to come back. Like he's showing you what's taking place. He's letting you know that the devil could care less for you. He's letting you know that. So now that we know that, we got an obligation to pick a side. Are you going to walk with the adversary? Because obviously the adversary doesn't care about you, because anybody knows what's in those foo-foos, and everybody knows that taking that foo-foo is going to be a long, agonizing life. The Most High said he's going to put boils. You're going to have pestilence. You're going to have a lot of situations that's going to take place for those that take the nonsense. As you can see, he's giving examples. See, the Caucasians, when they take the foo-foo, they get the symptoms, they get the effects behind it. When we take that joint, we just die. That's it. Dead. No recovery, none of that. Now, granted, there's a lot of individuals there's color that took it that has nothing going on with them. Yeah, for now. For now. Mama said there's nothing free in this world. If somebody give you something, just know. If somebody give you something, just know that you are the product. You are the product. And you must be awoken to the nonsense. If not, hey man, I don't know what to tell you. But this is Jim Crow 2.0. And it's all across the board. Big signs everywhere. And shout out to all those restaurants that's not compliant. I went to a restaurant in Harlem. It was live. It was wonderful. People was having a good time. People was eating good, communicate. Everything was just beautiful. And that's what I want our people to be on, where we don't fall for the fugazi. We don't comply to the nonsense. When the Jim Crow law was in place, we didn't mind that. You know what I'm saying? It was Martin Luther King who wanted to just do this integration. We didn't mind that. Like, colored people was fine being in the hood, bro. We was fine. We was eating good. We was playing with it. We was playing with each other. Pause. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get in line with the foolishness. It's ever since this integration took place, it's like it has literally overtaken the minds of colored people. It's to the point where we forgot what took place. We forgot about slavery. We forgot about the cotton fields. We forgot about the dogs being sick on us. The church being bombed in Alabama. What else? The bombs that was dropped on us in Oklahoma. You know, the bombs that was dropped on us in Philadelphia. Like, these things has always happened to us. But where did we disconnect? How can we forget these? And we gotta go back to that. We gotta go back to start literally separating ourselves, literally keeping ourselves around people that's like-minded individuals, that's not with the foolishness. We got to get back to that. I got to get back to that. You understand what I'm saying? It's necessary and it's needed in these rough times, because you're going to need the love of your brothers and your sisters to give you that support, to give you that push, to give you that confidence, to give you the strength to endure to the end. If you doing this by yourself, you're going to fall, man. Yeah. That's where we at. I'm going to talk more about it, I'm going to talk more about it later on during the week. I wanted to talk about brothers and sisters putting an end to this savage lifestyle. Like, this wannabe gangsters, we gotta kill that. Like I said in my Sabbath talk, that savage lifestyle is corny now. Be a civilian, the grass is green on the other side, man. Like, it's corny. It's corny. For the women that's out here wanna be ratchet and chicken heads, that's corny too. We gotta do better. You get what I'm saying? We gotta do better, because there's a war going on outside nobody's safe from, and the primary target is the people that look like me and you. That is a fact. This is not me reaching. This is not me being over-exaggerating. This is the actual fact. I got videos, I got documents, I got everything you could imagine that could justify everything that I'm saying. You understand? You gotta be FOFO-fied to come inside, okay? And I would never be FOFO-fied. FOFO-fied rhymes with gentrified, rhymes with genocide, aka black homicide. And I'll pass. This is your brother, man, from the motherland, man, representing that R.O.D. Support the movement, man. Get down, get in tune, be aware, be prepared, because it's going down. Remember I told you that. Okay? I'ma holler at y'all. Peace.